after a thorough discussion, taking all the pros and cons, taking all the factors into considerations, the Monetary Policy Committee decided to keep the repo rate unchanged. That was a unanimous decision by the MPC meeting today. What we note is that world economic growth has been scaled down to 3.1%. So what about the future? The future, if we go back into what all the political developments, geopolitical developments, we find that the future is quite hazy and very difficult to get a sense of direction where the world economy is heading to. So we are price takers in the world market. Whatever happens over there influences the Mauritian economy. If the world economy doesn't do well, it's very difficult for us to move ahead. The MPC meeting reviewed the local conditions. Inflation is going to be low, and for 2016, it's projected, the Banque de Maurice staff has projected, forecast a 1% rate of inflation for 2016, and there'll be a pickup in 2017. Next year, it's going to be, the staff has forecast an inflation rate of 2 to 3%. Conventionally, a 2% inflation rate among central bankers is considered to be a reasonable rate of inflation, because you need to have some rate of inflation to grease the economy, as economists say. Of our growth for 2016 is going to be 3.5%. The government is going to have massive investment. Lots of projects are under preparation. You have got the studies going on, and the government has a huge investment, and that's going to boost up the growth into 2017. 3.8 and 4%. What we have also noted is that there are, following Brexit, and some export firms have decided to move out to Mauritius and to Madagascar, and our export performance hasn't been that impressive. Imports have remained more or less stable, and the current account, by the way, tourism industry is doing very well, and the growth is around 7%. We also discussed at the Monetary Policy Committee, the Monetary Policy Committee members took note of a new monetary policy framework. We intend to implement that framework in the early month of 2017. The cut in the repo rate has helped lots of firms and lots of startups. But then, growth, investment and growth, you need to have a combination of factors, the right factors to generate growth. For instance, direction by government. You have price stability. You have incentives. We are in a world where, the volatility has been with us since the financial crisis. It has been with us, and we have got to learn to live with it. We ourselves, when we manage our foreign exchange reserves, that's a very demanding, When you have volatile conditions prevailing on the international financial market, it becomes very, very demanding. Like all central bankers, we are concerned. But ideally, we would have liked the market to be stable for us to be able to see through clearly. We would have liked to get more reserves. But then the problem is that in Mauritius, the situation is a little bit different. The more reserves you accumulate, the more excess liquidity you create in the balance sheet of banks. And the more you create over there, the more it costs the Bank of Mauritius to sterilize. So you have got to strike a balance somewhere. If you're producing enough, you have the right to consume more. If you're doing nothing and you are consuming, well, that's not a healthy situation. In a situation where your exports are not growing at a reasonable rate, putting money into the pockets of people means aggravating your current account balance, your current account deficit. We depend too much on imports. We are like that. The character of the economy is like that. You are overwhelmingly dependent on imports.